Gate 5 open and new big fights arise. In the server 2407, where we're going to see LNV with BxS against Ace. And yeah, Aces get big transform over the past seasons. I remember them when I interview a potato farmer. There was a very small alliance, but right now, boy, they're one of the leading powers in Cow Dragons. Also, same I can say for BxS. LNV is a new alliance for me. I'm not quite familiar with this alliance, but yeah, we're going to definitely check them out also. And they have a lot of power, by the way, like 12 billion power, something like this. It's not a power that you can actually ignore. Right now, actually, they're running, but yeah, I think BxS and LNV try to push here for these spires, but already we're seeing some towers posted put it here, basically in the range of the spire. This, by the way, clever strategy, to be honest. Uh, yeah. So the fights here start. I'm not so sure that the Asans want to go that far. Now Roa is, I think, part from the Roy, and if they're part from the Roy, they're very active. Those people are very active. How much power they have? Rise of Adventures. Yeah, definitely there was part Raw family, Rise of Adventure. Yeah. They have 7.6 billion power. At some point, you cannot fit all your alliance in one server. That is absolutely normal, especially when the ROE actually get great boost from their previous season. From OWL, I expect, or maybe some other alliances, they just get like 2 billion power, maybe 3 billion power, more power. So this one have like 7.6 billion power. The Asens was having like 12 billion power. Last time I checked them when they fight against Pay to Win. Right now they have 11.3. Most likely, maybe they lose some members in the fight with Pay to Win. Not 100% sure, or maybe just there was a lot of fights and the people lose their troops. Now we have two more alliances that are going to jump in this fight here. IG9 3.9 billion power. I think people just put let their farmers come. TB83 1.5 billion power. So yeah, not quite sure about these two alliances. They just don't have the power. Somehow they have to take gate 5 and after this spire 4, and boy, these spires here in the zone 4 slap. They hit hard. Let's say it like this, they hit hard. Most likely it's going to be a fast zone 4 here. This is what I expect. I'm sure Asens with Roa is going to fight well, but yeah, having BxS here, which is having decent amount of power, like 14.7 billion power. That's like 3 billion power more. No, yeah, like 3 billion power or more from Asens, and Asens is the leading alliance there, and LNV is having like 13.5 billion power. This is disaster. Not so sure how much Boss, which is also alliance with the BxS, is having like 7.3 billion power, and here we have other alliance that is LNO, I guess sub-alliance of LNV, that is having 5 billion power. So all these big boys, two huge alliance, are entering in this zone, and Asens with 11.3 billion power is going to somehow try to stay here. Okay, I guess they get just pushed. All the Asens legions here just get it away, and I think BxS is going to strike. Yeah, they're moving. They don't even try to group or something like this, for big push. They're just going directly, no waiting. All the members just moving in this direction. Not like gathering on one place and make some big bow and go for. They just they just have the power. Let's be honest. They just got the power. Still in GA. Quite familiar with this lance. Oh, I think I already checked it. Yeah, they have like 3 billion power. Oh, 9.7. Oh my god. 9.7 billion power. Okay. This is decent amount of power in support for ASUS. But and here we have one more. This I guess is Super Lance, 4.9 billion power. Still, the tier 5s from the side of the BxS is way more. They're just way more. All this billion power over is tier 5 awakened heroes, artifacts, and blah blah blah. They don't even try to gather somewhere. And it didn't actually matter what kind of trades they're going to make, good, bad trades. They need the numbers, they need the power. Now, the only way to beat the tier 5 alliance is just to show huge activity on specific point and make over. Okay, I think they're going to gather here. To get huge number and overwhelm your enemy. This is the only way. If the tier 5 alliance do that, there is zero chance. But if you're tier 4 and somehow manage to get like 100 legions against 50 legions, you're going to do well. You're going to do fine. You're going to fill the hospital. Now, from the point of activity, I know BxS is very active. And I'm not so familiar with LNV, but for BxS, I know those guys are very active and they're always ready to fight. So, from activity, I think is we're going to see. I mean, I'm also not familiar with G NGA and all these people here. But one thing I know, and one thing I actually notice is if you have a tier 5, if you take like 100 tier 5 people and you compare this 100 tier 5 with 100 tier 4, most likely the activity of the tier 5, something that I notice, almost all tier 5 people are active, very active, sometimes hyperactive. Just because they get better trades, they put their legions and they destroy everything on the field, and this brings some joy. Till when you're tier 4, well, the percentage of inactivity is higher then. Just I really don't know why is that. Most likely just because it's like 90% from the population have dragons that is not having a tier 5. But yeah, tier 5 people are very active. So when you see two big tier 5 alliances fighting, you have to expect huge activity there. Huge activity. And boy oh boy, right now ASUS somehow with GNG, Roa. I'm not so sure who is with who in the alliance, in the union, sorry. So there may be some friendly fire. I don't know, but definitely there may some friendly fire happen here if they are not in. Most likely ASUS is in union with the alliance they enter from this gate, which is Roa. So this guy here, GN. Why so many symbols? GNGA are not with union with nobody, and they may actually catch some friendly fire. So they better split their powers somehow. In at least half of the people fight on this side, the other half is fighting here. Friendly fire is big pain, especially when there is like 4 alliances I think, and you have like two unions. Most likely, you're going to kill somebody from your team, and even somebody hit you or touch you by mistake. Going to make your heroes fire up on his legion. If his mage is going to start splash damage, artifacts, blah 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 blah. It's not good. But yeah, oh my god, even Darklings currently are attacking. It's so annoying, by the way. For the people who don't want to attack at Darklings, I'm going to give you a little trick here. Going here, go on the settings, on the customization, and you just click out this thing. Target Legions, Target Selection. You're not going to be able to attack Darklings. Also, Rally Army. You're not going to attack Rally Army. And this is perfect for your war. You're not going to get any misclick or attacking Darkling or attacking Rally. Just do these settings before you do your fight, and going to be way better sometimes. As you can see, for example, if I want to attack this infantry, there is level 42 Darkling Patrol here that you may actually attack by mistake. This thing is going to attack you. You're going to have to focus over the enemy. This thing is going to do damage to your legions, and boy oh boy, here level 45, this thing swap. This Darkling Patrol slap. What is happening here? Where this guy is going? I got poor Ordo. Oh, bruh. Anyway, we may see surprise from Asens and Raw and GNGA, but yeah, just the oh brother, the Asens strike from the top. All these legions, so there is already legions from BxS here and LNV, but yeah, Asens is striking from the top. They maybe just don't have the power, man. Oh, they just don't have the power. But again, you can beat big people, big alliances with huge numbers. If you have the numbers, you're going to win. Period. Tier 4 players didn't actually matter. Tier 5, have the numbers, you win. Every single fight, every single um big fight in Call of Dragons is something like just oh my god. Hey Krozor. I remember these guys from my server season 1. The Rekov that didn't make the interview back in the days. I remember these things. So yeah. BxS is pushing hard, man. It's not alone, it's with ONV. They're pushing Asens. My god, there is a Ordo Donald here. I think is BxS definitely want to touch this Donald there. Let's see, we're going to see. Dude, there is oh my god, okay. The GI going to fight on this side. Maybe the incoming legions, they're going to stop the incoming legion, and at some point the Asens is going to take out all these legions. But this is so many players here. Look how many players are here. This huge amount of activity, a lot of tier 5s. So it's going to be crazy, crazy days. And most likely BxS are going to look to take out Asens from this zone as fast as they can. This is personally what I think they're going to do. Going to see, of course, and basically build turrets over the gates, but there's like 4 gates there. It's not going to be easy peasy work. Have 1, 2, 3, especially this one, but let's say this and this one, no one care about this. Here you have 3 billion power alliance, here I think 1.7, 1.5 billion power. So those 2 gates is fine, but these 2 have to be walked. They just have to be walked from the BxS and LNV. No, I'm not so sure BxS wanna spend these resources to actually walk Asens out of this picture and GN GA. But we're going to see. Maybe I'm wrong. There's still spar 4, and those two spars, if you get this one, if you penetrate this one, okay, if you penetrate this one, you can easily fight not under a spire condition over here if you're BxS or LNV. Now, if you take this one, you can still fight. Maybe there is a breach here, something like choke point, but still you're going to fight not under the pressure of spire level 4. This thing slap, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is doing some damage. Oh, happening. Okay, I think the BxS and LNV at some point will go back, and yeah, they progress so further, so deep in the territory that right now they're just here. And from where everywhere here you have Raw, Asens, again Asens. Yeah, they want to touch this juicy Ordo donut. Oh brother. Oh, the numbers here. The numbers, the pinky numbers. 99%, just take out your Ordo. This thing is going to finish by himself. And there's be AFK people here. Look, these AFK people. Okay. Please somebody decide, okay, we go home, boys. Ho ho. Yeah, Asons, BxS are looking for this donut. Oh boy. Uh, Uncle. What? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, they're going to push them out. I think the BxS actually wanted to go for this Ordo donut here, and they're going to go back right now. They're going to go back. And some, oh my, how many schools we have here? Most likely BxS Ewan. And we have Ganja here, killing some LNV player. Basically fighting with, yeah. BxS is going to get pushed here, but with a single push, BxS managed to do a lot of damage. But still, Essence is going to hold. And it's hard to hold. One of the alliances is like 15 billion power, the other is like 14 billion power, and you have like 11 billion power. To hold against those things, and you have supporters, which is Raw, that have 7 billion power. Now, Raw can be very active, but 7 billion power, 15 billion power, the difference is way too big. uh, it's like 15 billion power. Am I correct? 14.6. Okay, I guess they may lose some power. Other one will be 14.5 billion power. Okay, 14.5 and 13.5 billion power, and you have like 11.5 billion power. It's just so hard. But still, they have like 9 billion power portals here, GNGA, that may actually do something interesting. But for now, by looking the power, things are looking for BxS, and it is what it is, boys. It's pointless to lie ourselves. Just the power means something, especially when you have open tier 5. Most likely you're going to have way more awakened heroes and artifacts, artifact power to boost this power, or troops. And of course, if you have more troops, you're going to fight more. Blah 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 blah. We're going to see. So yeah, I guess this will be for this video, guys. I'm going to definitely watch BxS LNV against Ancients and GNGA. How the things will go in this zone. I really hope to not finish fast. Most likely it's going to be. God, there is a fight here. Maybe somebody sent their cavalry. So yeah, have a great day. See you in the next video.